So, yeah, because I wasn't, yeah, I didn't want to go. And so that was one of my things. My next relationship, and I already said that my next relationship was gonna be my last. That's why I didn't mind just being like friends with benefits or in a situationship, because at the end of the day, like, the next relationship I'm gonna be in is gonna be my last, and that's the one that I want to get married. I want to, travel with that person, spend time with that person. We do a lot of things together, and I'm not just gonna just jump into a whole relationship with somebody again just because the sex is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to show me more. And he didn't show that he could be a provider, he could be a protector. I mean, he'll probably beat somebody else's ass for me, but not in the sense where I would feel safe with him if we ended up getting into an argument and you got to the point where you want to hit me. And not that I'm saying, like, at this point, like, I'm not on that level anymore where I'm gonna get you to that point. But if you can't, because the second person that I had children with, he couldn't do an argument without hitting, especially when you was throwing facts and truth into his face. That's when he would just start hitting you because he can't take the truth. And I'm gonna tell you the truth about yourself, and especially when you make me mad, you're really not gonna like what I'm gonna say. So if you can't have a discussion without us, like, going back and forth with each other without you getting to the point of anger where you're gonna hit me, there's no point of us being in a relationship. So I always, when somebody would ask me, what are you looking for? And I'm like, I'm looking for my best friend. I'm looking for my best friend. Because that's who you're supposed to marry, your best friend. You're supposed to be able to tell and share everything with your best friend. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. Sometimes it does. But that's what I was looking for. And that's why I would tell, people that I was talking to, like, I'm not looking to just jump into a relationship, but I'm also not looking to not be in one. You know what I'm saying? I do want us to be friends first. And, if something happens after that, like, that's fine. But, um, yeah, I was not going to be in another abusive relationship, and not because of what my first two had to experience. The last four, well, especially my second oldest daughter, don't remember none of that, and I'm not gonna traumatize them like my first two was. So, without that being said, so, like, this around this time, I'm not gonna even lie, I was smoking like ganja. Like, that's what helped me, like, sleep a lot of times. And I realized um he really liked me, because we were just smoking, and sometimes I'd be zoned out, like, or whatever. And he kept telling me, like, he really likes me, he really wants us to be together. But then he said something about a girlfriend. So I asked him to repeat himself, and then he was making it seem like I was going crazy. So I said, did you say something about a girlfriend? He's like, no, what are you talking about? Like, you see my place. There's no girl that's ever been here. So I'm like, no, I heard him say something about a girlfriend. Because the exact words I heard was, out of everyone, you're the best. You're the top. And so I'm like, out of everyone? So I said, what do you mean by everyone? And then he kept coming back at me like I was going crazy. So I'm like, is this what people do? Like, so at that moment, I was like, yeah, I'm going to stop smoking around you because now I feel like I'm going crazy. So, um, so yeah, so now it goes on to, like, every other month we're seeing each other. And there's one time where we were supposed to meet. He ends up canceling me again, and then he ends up calling me, and I go off on him. I'm like, it's been weeks. It's like been 6 weeks since I see you, since I, like I'm feeling it, like, and I'm not gonna even lie because y'all gotta remember, I was celibate for almost for 3.5 years, going on 4. And no, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna keep taking it away from me. Like, that's how I kept feeling. If you're single, and just like when you call me and you want some, that should be the same way for me. It shouldn't be just on your time. Like, I have needs too. Like, the fuck. So I said it. Just like that, he blew up on me. You always thinking about yourself. You selfish. How you know? Like, I have my own personal stuff that's going on over here. That's all you thinking about is you. That's all you thinking about is you. So I felt horrible. Like, I did feel horrible because that's why I was like, yeah. I was like, well, damn, that's all you could have said. You keep telling me, you keep canceling on me and not giving me a valid reason. I'm not understanding. But then again, I was like, yeah, I know I am being kind of selfish because, like who don't want to, like, I want to be held. I want to be told I'm pretty. I want to be kissed all over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going on 6 weeks and I have it. So, so I felt bad. So I was like, okay, you know what? From now on, I'm not going to ask him when we're going to see each other. When he decides he's ready, I'll just be ready. So, you know, at that time, I was like, it was just him. So I was like, but if I don't get it within a couple of weeks, I'm going back on POF and just talking to somebody until he's ready. He was the only one, like, I was talking to, and, and like I said way in the beginning, like, I've always had, like, somebody, if we end up sleeping together, you'll be the only one I'm end up sleeping with, but I'll have somebody in the background, like, I talk to, I, go on dates with and vibe, but we won't be sexual. And that kept happening a lot. Like, they would want to get sexual, then I would have to ghost them because it was like, I'm already having that part of me fulfilled. It's just the whole part of going out and having somebody to hang out with and talk and laugh and, go out with, I wasn't. So that's what I would use that other person for. Yeah, I know it's wrong. But I don't sleep with everybody. That's why I did it like that. And I know a lot of people will probably be like, but I didn't sleep around like that. So I'm not going to give 2 people, the cootie cat. You know what I'm saying? It's just, in my world, it doesn't work like that. One was getting it, but he wasn't doing what the other one was doing. So I was using that one to do that, but wasn't giving. Y'all get it. I ain't trying to confuse y'all even more.